below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden has led the league in points per game the last 3 seasons. And the Beard said, honestly, it's not even about me scoring. Teams are playing me for the pass. I just try to make the best play, and whether that's scoring or passing, every game is different. Kevin, back to you.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. Greg, a game like this, 2 offensive juggernauts going head-to-head. I mean, we're buckled in, ready to go.
I mean, listen, the rules favor offense in today's game. That's why league-wide scoring is on the rise, and I would expect we're going to see a bucket or 2 put forth tonight, Kevin.
No doubt. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there at Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And looking at the Nets, Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's KD in at the 3 slot. He'll be the Nets off the tip. Harden against Young. Passes it to Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Durant's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Nets.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Here's Irving. Takes a 3. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3. KD's got 5 now.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And the Nets with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Harden against Young. Outside, KD. Back to Harden. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these 2 teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me, and whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight.
Now here's Durant after Clint Capella's miss. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Green. Durant's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Nets. A slow start for Atlanta in this one. Still without a basket in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
That free throw good from Young.
He's a guy you have to game plan for. The way Young scores and passes the ball creates so many problems for the defense.
He's perfect from the line this time.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Harden outside. Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right, got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now, here's Collins. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Now, here is Irving. And there's the pass to Durant. And Jordan has it in the corner. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Collins. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason? Or, in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change. And the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
And that one falls for Collins. And so Collins nails both of them. And Brooklyn has possession. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Young finds Capella. Young outside. Here's Bogdanovich. Another shot. Here's Capella. The shot misses. Great D that time from Jordan.
And they're 1 of 5 to start. Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Bogdanovich passes to Collins. He kicks it to Hunter. It's Collins with the drive. Great D that time from Jordan.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Harden outside, puts up a 3, and the Nets another 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Green after the miss from Trae Young. Durant kicks to Jordan. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Collins. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Now, here is Harden. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. You hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem and Robinson and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Nets leading by 11. Now Irving. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Gallinari's checked in. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Nets leading by 9. It's Durant on the wing. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end. Outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The Hawks have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Then for the Hawks, Dunn comes in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young.
Athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Now here's Harden. 5 points in the game. For the 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They lead by 4. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one. Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Top of the key. Goes back up. Capella with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Harden the pass to KD. And the shot goes in.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And here is Dunn. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Williams. Beyond the arc. And the 3 ball is good.
The quick release. Let's just call him Sweet Lou, pumping it in from deep.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Harden outside. Pass to KD. Over to the wing. Outside Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up from the top of the key. Atlanta with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Hunter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Durant. Harris comes in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. The Nets with the lead. Dinwiddie with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
Now here is Harris. Well, good with the triple.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
So it's Brooklyn now. Here's Dinwiddie. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Harris kicks to Dinwiddie. And the Nets miss again.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Down low, here's Dunn, and he banks in the layup. And the Hawks lead by 3.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here is Harris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Luwawu, the pass to Claxton. It's deflected. They retain possession. A nice shot by Griffin. Here's Williams. Done outside. And here's Gallinari outside. It's hauled in by Harris. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here's Williams. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Passes to Okongwu. Back to Williams. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer. And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Williams passes to Gallinari. And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. Now here's Griffin. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And that speed and athleticism of Griffin, a lethal combination when he's on the break.
On the wing, Williams. Dinwiddie covering. Gallinari outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Williams. No good on the shot. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Here's the teardrop. And it's blocked.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use, Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Luwawu, the pass to Claxton. Chalk up 2 there. And the Nets lead by 5.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We come back right after this. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA season.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually every day? And how can we bring that together to make a great group? And I think that's the focus every day. That's tough in itself. That's the pressure in itself, is the getting up and being laser focused on what your job is every day. And I think a lot of guys in this locker room know how to muster up that focus to, win basketball games.
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against you.
They've got Luwawu. Joe Harris is out there with Griffin. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Dinwiddie following the bucket by the Hawks. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. So it's Brooklyn now after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Dinwiddie. The shot will not fall.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
There's Gallinari with the 3, kept alive. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
The pass to Luwawu. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's stolen by Reddish. And here we go. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
Nets trail by 3. Harris outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. 2 points. That one goes.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Inside, here's Collins. Second shot opportunity. Here's Okongwu. They shoot again. Collins dishes to Okongwu. Here's Reddish. No good, not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Harris with it. And it's Reddish picking him up. Here's Luwawu. Some solid defense from Gallinari. The Hawks shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Reddish the pass to Collins. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. only giving up 2 points this quarter. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Back to Dinwiddie. 6 to shoot. And the Nets miss again. The Hawks leading. There's the lob to the hoop. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
And Luwawu gets it to go. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Now, here is Young. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And he makes the first. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdanovich comes in for Gallinari. And so Young nails them both. Brooklyn trailing. Now Irving. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Irving. Lobs it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Young passes to Bogdanovich. The feed now to Collins. And good that time. Collins has got 10. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Harden against Young. Durant with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And Young, here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, the cleverness Young possesses is just uncanny. Puts the defense in a bind whenever he drives it to the rack.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Atlanta.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
And he knocks down the first one.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
And so Young nails them both. Nets trail by 3. And here's Harden. He has 5. Kicks it to Jordan. Clock at 6. Back to Harden. From outside the arc. That shot, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Now, here's Reddish, guarded by Harden. Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. Collins, that's a two-pointer. Atlanta gets it back. A second chance effort, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Got to be careful in how you're going to guard Young. He often seeks out contact and really forces the issue.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And how good has he been at the line?
He sure has been. I mean, you could tell that he had that nice rhythm right from the start. And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
The first one falls. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, that's par for Durant. I mean, that's what he gives you, the ability to score at all 3 levels.
The Hawks leading. Dunn passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Dunn. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. 6 points for Chris Dunn.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
The open shot, KD. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
What can they do? I mean, that's the question. Durant finds a shot he likes, and the mechanics are efficient and tight. Practically a sure thing when he lets it fly.
Now, here's Collins. He's got 10, and it's blocked by Jordan. Collins kicks to Young. Over Harden. Young, good. Young's got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta.
You can't do anything about that. Even when Young is under pressure, he just finds a way to score.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Dunn with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Dunn misses. Brooklyn's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And right now, for the Hawks, they've come out with a vengeance. I don't care what anyone said about them or their chances to start the year. Now let's see if they can maintain this momentum.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Hunter comes in for John Collins, and it's Williams in for Young. Irving passes to Jordan. Harden outside. And the wide open shot from Green. And the Nets miss again. The Hawks leading by 4. Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Nets shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. Here's Jordan. Count that one. Jordan's got 6 points.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Williams against Harden. Outside Williams. Pass to Dunn. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Harden with the defensive effort. Nets trail by 4. Uncovered. They grab their own miss. Up top, Durant. He's guarded by Williams. Goes up again. Williams against KD. And finished off by KD.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Jordan. Here's Irving. Got a piece of it. Here we go, one-on-one. Floats it up for Williams. Down against Irving. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Williams passes to Capella. Knocked loose. Stolen by Harden. The finish. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. Chris Dunn picks one up.
It's always awesome to watch Harden do his thing. I mean, he's so good with the ball. Fantastic at going straight into the contact on his drives. Excellent.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
And the first one at the line is good.
One of the hardest and trickiest covers in the league. Harden, not just a superb scorer, but also an amazing passer, which really makes him really hard to guard.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now, here is Gallinari. Williams dishes to Okongwu. Williams trying to break free. Griffin with some nice D.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Williams with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Shots good by Williams.
Sliding his way inside. Williams taking advantage of that late reaction by the defense.
Dinwiddie with it. 6 points for him. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the pass to Harden. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here is Williams. 7 points in the game. Over Harden. Pulls it up. And that one released in time, but no good.
When Harris gives you this type of energy on defense, that's a huge bonus.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Nets up by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. KD, some great work for you defensively. How have you been able to contain them?
They're so tough, but we're playing hard. You know, guys are getting beat, but we're helping each other out, and that's what we have to do if we want to win this game.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 22 points. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better at handling the basketball than Kyrie Irving?
If I'm being honest?
Yes.
No. He's just another level of player.
You said no. Did you forget about Isaiah Thomas, Allen Iverson, and Steph Curry? Listen, Kyrie Irving is a guy you can always compare them to. Don't say no.
Okay.
Like those guys don't exist.
All right, my bad. You're right.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the 3rd quarter.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Hawks trail by 3, and so in the game for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young, and it's Capella in at center, locking down the middle. Bogdanovich, no luck, and for Brooklyn, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. Durant for 3, and it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists in the game. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to KD. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. KD's got 24.
You know, he's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
Nets leading by 3. In the corner, Irving with it. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Young. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
You know, tight little up fake there. Young using it to create contact, and we know he's a terrific free throw shooter.
He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 of 8. No good on that one. And he sinks the second. and we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Now, here is Irving. Here's Harden, and Capella sends it back, and he's able to get it back. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
That's good from Capella.
And, you know, one of the things you admire most about Clint Capella is that he plays to his strengths. He doesn't do stuff that he can't do. An athletic big man who, in that way, is similar to DeAndre Jordan.
Now, here's Irving. He's got 6, and here's Harden for 3, and it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court, as the Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. First one falls for him.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Reddish, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Harden against Young. He kicks to Reddish. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Reddish. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. So he gets them both. Now Harden, 9 points in the game so far. It's Durant on the wing. Over Hunter, and it's Durant, that time on the assist by Harden. KD's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, that in-between game of Durant's is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
Collins kicks to Reddish. Here's Capella, back to Collins. To the wing right side for the lead. The offensive rebound. They shoot again. He lays it in. Collins has got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
And that's a tough shot for an athletic big man like Collins. Finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
And the Nets making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Irving. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points. Irving's got 8.
How about Irving showing you great energy there, just refusing to be boxed out?
Now here's Reddish. Covered by Irving. And Griffin sends it back. Hunter no good. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Nets. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And a chance here to check out some stats for James Harden.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break. Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Now Hunter. Jeff Green missing from long range. Passes it to Young. For the lead. The rebound by Jeff Green. The Nets have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. High post try. The shot by KD. No good. The Hawks trailing. And here is Hunter. He's got 14. The pass to Capella. Kicks it to Reddish. And then jammed down as it goes right over Blake Griffin.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Kevin Durant. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Chris Dunn's checked in for Reddish. And it's Williams in for Young. Now here's Dinwiddie. He has 6. The Hawks working the ball around. Dunn wide open. He fires. And that won't go. Missing the go-ahead bucket. Griffin finds Irving. Poked loose. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pass to Okongwu. Brooklyn with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Misses off the right iron. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Williams attacking. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, that's high IQ play there by Williams. Saw the opening, didn't hesitate. Free throws on their way.
First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, he's been one of those players, they've won it on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Well, he's an outstanding free throw percentage shooter. I mean, for his career, one of the best is Williams.
And Williams drops them both. Brooklyn's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Irving against Dunn. Irving kicks to Harris to end the drought. Rebounded by the Hawks. Gallinari's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Okongwu, the pass to Dunn. That shot no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Griffin. It's hauled in by Dunn. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. A 2-point game. Williams outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Outside for Griffin. On the clock. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Atlanta's shooting a meager 37% for the game. Okongwu, the pass to Williams. Out to Gallinari. Launches it. But they recover it.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Now, here is Irving. 12 points for him. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Atlanta making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Williams kicks to Gallinari. Outside, Bogdanovich. Okongwu, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Irving. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
For Brooklyn, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. James Harden, he's checked in for Harris. And that one falls for Irving.
Hard to keep up with Irving. I mean, this guy knows how to get to the line. He's a multi-dimensional scorer, always attacking.
Pass to Okongwu. Gallinari with it. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Gallinari against Irving. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's good for 2. Gallinari's got his second basket.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Nets leading by 3. Here is Harden. 9 points in the game so far. Passes it to Griffin. Dishes it to Irving. Shoots from the elbow and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Irving's got 19 points. Williams dishes to Gallinari. Outside Collins. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He can't get that one. Dinwiddie with some nice D.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. The layup missed.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
The Nets have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And the Nets making a change here. Durant's checked in. Now here's Williams. He's got 9. There's the pass to Gallinari. Fires the 3. Good work defensively by Harden.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Exceptional strength. Harden is so smart at creating opportunities to get to the free throw line.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Atlanta making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Harden hits them both. The Hawks trail by 9. 20 seconds left to play in the third. Harden against Williams. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Williams has got 11.
And that one's going to count. I mean, the mindfulness of Williams with the clock running down, really impressive.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Brooklyn ahead as they end the third quarter on a 15-6 run. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Open shot, Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 8th assist here tonight. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. The dish to Okongwu.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now, here is Harden. Dinwiddie outside. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
To the inside, Gallinari. Good work defensively by Harden. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Brooklyn leading by 9. Harden outside. Here's Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 9th assist in the game now. Young outside. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jordan the pass to Durant. The 18-footer is right on the mark. KD's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Here's Young, and that one good.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
Now Dinwiddie, pass to Harden. And Capella sends it back. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Harden the pass to Jordan. Here now is Dinwiddie. On the wing, Harden, defended by Young. Here's Jordan. Some solid defense from Gallinari. The Hawks trail by 9. He dishes it to Young. From deep three-point range, DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Dinwiddie against Bogdanovich. Here's Harden. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, I like the understated focus that Harden brings to the table. Despite getting knocked around, his concentration allows him to play through the bumps.
time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And Bogdanovich kicks to Gallinari. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got assist number 5 here tonight. Dinwiddie against Bogdanovich. Pass to Harden. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And one of the things about Harden is he is incredible at scoring despite getting hit. I mean, astonishing to me how he maintains his focus on these shots.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 9 points with the basket from Capella.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Harden. And Capella sends it back. Here's Bogdanovich. Rebounded by the Nets. KD's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside, Green. The pass to Harden. Shoots the 3. Harden missing again. The Hawks trail by 9. Bogdanovich inside. Dinwiddie covering. From deep, Gallinari. But they'll get another chance.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Dinwiddie with it. And here's Green outside. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. And the Nets lead by 9.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Yep, that one goes in there. Nets leading by 7. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Harden. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Collins checked in for Gallinari. He throw good, James Harden. Here's Young. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. To the middle. Wants to get it to Collins and does. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Brooklyn leading by 8. Here's Green. That's tipped. And now here comes Collins leading the break. And it's in there.
The play in transition from Collins is impressive. He gets down the court with such speed and then finishes it so strong.
Here's Dinwiddie. kicks to Harden. 6 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Clint Capella.
And you got to know Harden's looking to get to the line. I mean, one of the best in the game at going right into the defender and drawing fouls.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for James Harden.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
The Hawks trail by 8. Young passes to Hunter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 6 in the quarter.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Now this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The first free throw is good. The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Pass to Capella. Here's Bogdanovich. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Harden scanning the floor. Katie against Bogdanovich. The putback out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Look at Harden. Right now he leads in the East, getting plenty of ballots with his name on it.
And as much of an honor as it is to make the team, finishing #1, I think is just that much bigger.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. In the corner, Collins with it. Capella finds Collins. Hits the front of the rim and out. Brooklyn leading by 6. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
That's good from Durant. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Young passes to Collins. Back to Young. Passes it to Bogdanovich. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Harden. To the paint. Here's Jordan. Rebound by the Hawks.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. It's Bogdanovich on the wing to the inside. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Capella.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Composed under pressure, and he's now 4 for 4 here in the fourth.
Jordan the pass to KD, and finished off by KD.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Young looking it over. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. KD's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Harden has a wide open look. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And it's an 11-point Nets lead.
Boy, it's amazing to me how easy Harden makes it look. I mean, when he's locked in, he feels like there's nobody that can guard him, and he's right most of the time.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And there it is for him. Durant's got 38 points.
What a unique combination of height, athleticism, and ball skills. Durant can make some unbelievable finishes because of it.
1:35 left here in the fourth quarter. He rifled that one in from distance. Young's got 20 points. Nets leading by 8. Now Harden. Outside Irving. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And we saw this in the national title game. Hunter embracing the moment and delivering in the clutch.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Durant for 3. Collins grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hunter dishes to Collins. Capella kicks to Hunter. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Durant in the corner. And And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Tries again. And there's another turnover by Atlanta. And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
.24 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, you look at Durant's resume. He's already accomplished most of the big individual honors. League MVP, Finals MVP, scoring champion.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Hawks with possession here. A three from Bogdanovich. Jordan with the rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Herter. The three. Cranes it from downtown. Here's Chiosa. And now we've got the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Bogdanovich, that's for 2, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. KD, a statement win. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together, and this is all that I expected, man. I'm glad that, you know, we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
We're looking forward to seeing you out there again, man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time